Men who used to be creepy towards women, what made you stop? I thought my girl best friend was in love with me until the cops showed up to my door. Back in my first year in college I met a girl during orientation week that I became absolutely obsessed with. I signed up for all the welcome events that she was going to and I even requested to switch dorm buildings so I could dorm in her same building. Her and I got to talking and I swore that her and I had something special. I wanted to be with her 24/7. I almost even changed my major to hers because I wanted to be in all of her classes. I followed her on Instagram and when she followed me back I slid up on all of her stories and deleted all the pictures I had of my girlfriend. Yes, I'm ashamed to say it, but I had a girlfriend during all this who was still in high school. I thought that I was so in love with this new girl that it had to be destiny and I was willing to drop everything and everyone for her. Almost all of the time I would be the one who asked her to hang out with me and she would always try to get out of it, but I knew she was just playing hard to get so I kept insisting that her and I would hang out. I would meet her outside of her classes, her dorm, and sit across from her at the dining hall. I wanted her to know that she was fighting back fate and if she gave me a chance her and I could be something special. But still nothing was working. One of her friends came up to me and told me to leave her alone, but I heard about this before. Every pretty girl has an ugly best friend that always tries to drive a wedge between you and the love of your life because she's unable to get her own man and doing that gives her satisfaction. I paid no mind to her and kept persisting for fine shit to give me a chance. I would leave cookies in front of her door and even made my own bouquet out of the flowers I picked out of school's parking lot garden. I was showing her that I'm literally the man of her dreams, that I'm like Ryan Gosling in The Notebook. Eventually she agreed to hang out with me. Her and I walked together to the dining hall at 12 a.m. and I got both of us waters. Before she could say anything I read her 4-page poem that I wrote saying how much I loved her and wanted to marry her. When I finished, she told me something that changed my life for the worse. She said, "I don't like you. I never will like you. I don't know you. I never want to know you. You're a creep, a stalker, and you've made me terribly uncomfortable. Leave me and my friends alone. I don't want you in my life." Now what I'm going to say next I heavily regret, but it seemed like a good idea in the moment. I instantly replied saying, "I'll take my own life. If you don't go out with me, I'll take my own life and it'll be your fault." She didn't say anything immediately. She just sort of sighed heavily and said, "Okay, let's go out on a date at 4 p.m. tomorrow. I'll knock on your door." I immediately thanked her over and over and when I went back home I wrote about it on my Reddit blog and went to sleep thinking about her all night. When I woke up, it was 2:45. I got ready, did my special mayonnaise hair wash, and put on my tightest jeans. She was going out with a man tonight. Then at 4 o'clock, I got a knock on my door. It was the police. They said my name and put me under arrest. Before I knew it I was being asked questions and I had to be put on sewerslide watch for 72 hours. It turns out she reported me. Apparently, she recorded me using an app called Reclip that let her record audio at all times on a 2-minute loop. The entire time I was talking with her she was recording me without having to do anything, and captured the audio of my confession and me threatening to take my own life to the police. I had a breakdown in holding because I didn't know about Reclip and I blamed her stupid ugly best friend for telling my supposed to be girlfriend to use that app against me. After that incident I was banned from that school and now I'm living with my mom. I have to go through mandatory therapy before I can go back into the public school system ever again.